Hi, honey.
Hi.
So we're in New Orleans.
Yes.
Had a great time here.
And I'm the one on the video. How's that?
You're the one on the video, I know. With our new video camera.
Yes.
It's working. This new video camera's rocking it out.
It sure is.
So, we went to dinner last night with a good friend
Yes, we did.
from our group, and people are just like in awe that we've been together 25 years.
They are.
Married 17,
Yes.
together 25. And so she put us on the spot and she asked us, what is our most favorite thing about each other?
It was a cool question
It's a very cool question.
to have somebody ask you that you're friendly with, but not super friendly enough. So I
Right.
think that was really neat. Not a friend that we see all the time. We only see her, every couple of months or so.
Yeah, so it was interesting. So we're sitting in the park here in New Orleans,
Yes.
at the Audubon Park. A lot of people running by. So
A dog just went by.
I make a point of telling you how proud I am of you all the time.
Yes, you do.
So
You're very good at that.
I am proud of you.
And I think it's very important as couples to tell each other what you like about each other all the time, because it's important to hear those things.
Right. And she saw us sitting there next to each other, and I was paying tons of affection to you. It's like when we go out like instead of a bar or a restaurant, we like going to a bar and a restaurant. Don't think we're just like going out to bars. We like to go to a restaurant, nice restaurant, and sit at the bar at the restaurant.
Yes.
But we're always all over each other. Like you think like we was our second date.
We have many people who ask us all the time how long we've actually been together.
So that's why I think she asked us.
She did,
What was your answer? Your favorite thing about me?
My favorite thing about you is that you push me to be better than I am every day. You're always pushing me to do more and to be better than I am the day before. And I think that's super important, and I think that has helped me grow as a person. That's helped us grow in our relationship, because in a relationship you both bring two different things in, and you have to learn from both of those things.
Now, the most important thing is that you can't have two vastly different set of values going into a relationship. So if one person wants kids and another person wants 3 kids, those values are wrong, and chances are you're not going to grow together.
Yes.
Those are way drastic different values. But when we met each other, I was 17, you were 15, and it was...
We didn't know what we wanted.
We didn't know what we wanted.
We had no idea.
We didn't even find ourselves yet at that age.
No idea who we were and what we wanted together, and so we did both like food, which was kind of a fun thing for us. We were both kind of in the food business.
Well,
my parents, my father was in the food distributing business, and so I grew up going out to eat all the time. And you were working in restaurants and hotels at the time, so we had that connection.
We had that food connection.
Which.
But the food we eat now is totally different than food that we ate when we met.
Yes.
So drastically different.
Yes. So we did have that, which I think kind of kept us together.
That was a small anchor. That was a
yes.
small anchor in our relationship, because you went away to college. I went away to West Virginia. I went to college locally. And so there was never a gap in our relationship, but there was a gap in our presence in our relationship.
Being together. And growing closer together.
So that's the neat thing, is that we were able to give each other the space and the freedom to for you to go to college. Because how many people get together and it's like they think, oh my gosh, this is the person I'm going to marry, and
I'm not going to go to college. I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do that.
Right. And I moved to West Virginia. I moved to Colorado at one point. And we always felt that, well, if it was going to be, it was going to be. And we always looked at a relationship in chunks, like, okay, I'm going to Colorado for a year, but we'll see each other in 4 months. Right. We'll see each other in another 4 months, and then I'll be home. Because I wasn't moving there permanently. I was just going to take a year-long job. I went to West Virginia, which you were able to drive and spend the summers with. So we chunked our relationship as, okay, you're away at college, and now you're here visiting for the summertime, and we lived together in the summertime. So we've had a huge opportunity to watch each other grow and develop and be the people that we are today. And there's a good portion of it that is similar, like our values, like our family values, our way we view food and things like that. But there's a big portion of us that's not the same. Like, one thing that so frustrates me about you is I like to get into the car and listen to an audiobook. And you like to listen to music, because I view the car as a chance to listen to a good motivational book, a
Right.
good business book, and gain some knowledge. And you get in the car and look at it as a way to listen to music and
Well,
not
to relax and not to
relax.
think about anything else.
So that's the one thing that just drives me crazy about
And
getting
it
in a car
drives
with.
me crazy the same way. That getting in a car with you, you immediately put on, and most of the time I don't mind listening to it, but a lot of times I can't focus on two different things at one time. So I can't focus on listening and driving, or
And I don't force you to listen,
No.
but we usually make a compromise.
half the ride we'll
right.
listen to music and half the ride we'll listen to a book.
Oh, to a book. So I think it's still important to both have our identities and both to be able to.
And of course, in relationships, you're always going to make compromises.
You have to make. That's what I said. It's about making compromises.
Always about making compromises.
Right.
So what did you say about when our friend asked you the question?
Well, I guess we should turn the camera to me now, huh? So what did I say? I said that I love the way that you care for me, for my family. I love the way you care for everybody. It's amazing how big your heart is and how much you will give up for yourself and sacrifice for yourself to do for others. Like, I see things that you do for the kids, and it's just like I'm just amazed at what kind of mother you've become. But it's not only you do that with the kids, you do it with me, you do it with everybody. And it's to a certain point you have to really do more for yourself. And that's the drawback of that great trait that you have of just being able just to give. And it's like that to guests at our restaurant. I mean, you're just like, you'll bend over backwards and you'll do what you can. And like the other night, somebody went to the hospital because we accidentally served them a food that they were allergic to. Even though the menu said all the ingredients, the person just ordered it and asked, and the waitress heard the wrong question, and the person ended up eating cashews and they were allergic to nuts, and she thought it was peanuts, but the menu clearly stated cashews on it. So, of course, you're like, you gave them a half an hour, 45 minutes, you're like, I'm going to the emergency room to sit with these people to make sure that they're okay, because we knew that they were going to keep the person for 2 hours and monitor them, and you went and sat with these people in the emergency room.
I did, yes.
And I don't know of any other, I would have done the same thing, and believe me, it was late, it was 11 o'clock at night.
I didn't get home till 12:30, yes.
You didn't get home till 12:30. And that's the last thing that I would have wanted to do at that time. And you're like, I'm going to the hospital. I said, that's a fantastic idea. She's like, should we? I was like, we should.
Yeah.
You're like, I'll go do it. And I think that comes from because you're a people person.
Absolutely.
You are so good with people. And even before we had kids, watching you teach other kids and watching you be around other kids, there's not a kid that you can walk up to and just like, wow, in a matter of 2 minutes. You simply just gravitate towards kids. And you like to gravitate towards any people, but kids really is where it shines. Because you can just pick kids up and just like start connecting with these kids. And these kids, like, you have these small kids that come to the restaurant, they're like, Jamie, it's like, they come to the restaurant because their parents bring them because they want to see you and they're so happy to see you. These, like, kids run up to you. So it's an amazing connection that you have that you're always willing to give. And you're always willing to give before yourself, which I'm not happy with that most of the time, because I want you to be able to enjoy things for yourself. But it's just like you're totally uncompromisable, caring, and open heart towards everybody. And of course, when it comes to our kids, it really shows, because you're much more patient with them than I am, and you always look at a different angle at it than me. So if I say something, you're like, but honey, here's the good part about why our daughter's doing this, or why our son's doing this, or just, and it's like, okay, I know you're right. And it's like, I don't want to admit it, like, in the next sentence that you're right.
Of course not.
but you're right. You're right most of the times, and I can usually come to terms and agree with you.
And I do think we have really, really, really good kids.
We have fantastic kids.
You're a great dad as well.
I love spending time with them. I love going on hikes with them. I love going running with them, even though Justin doesn't like to run with me much anymore. I like going on bike rides with them.
But he likes to play golf with you, and he likes to do other things. So you just have to, both of you need to find the things that you enjoy to do together. So
it's a matter of like, I would always, I'm just happy to go shopping with the kids. You guys want to go shopping? You got a day off from school? Let's go.
Right.
You want to go skiing for the day? Let's go skiing. Golf is a little slow for me, and it takes a lot of time. But I played golf with Justin more this year than I have any other year prior.
Absolutely.
And he's played a lot more this year.
Absolutely.
He just goes and plays by himself if he has to. And your dad has really picked up and played a lot of golf
this year.
Because your dad's retired now. So that's really great that we have that whole
Family.
extended family around us, immediate extended family around us. So yeah, so that's what I like about you, honey. I mean, there's a lot of things that I like about you.
But that's what you
That's
said
what
for the
that's
first
what
thing,
you know. And of course, like I say, I mean, I'm sure I miss days, but I don't like to miss days, and I love to tell you how proud I am of you. You know, because of everything you do. And the one thing I'm really proud of you is the way you really treat your body now, and how you eat and how you work out and how you think about health, and because you really do honor your body. And it's nice to be with somebody who cares about themselves, as opposed to somebody who just doesn't care about themselves and abuses their body and would eat anything and just doesn't care and would just, you know, take any kind of depression drug or just take any, you know, whatever it is. You really value your body and you really monitor what you put into it.
It's
Are
important.
we perfect?
It's important what you put into it. 'Cause
Right.
what you put in is what you're going to get out.
We're not
So,
perfect, but we're trying, and we make strides, and we're very, very, very conscious about
what we're eating and doing. Yes.
Yeah, so that's it was a good question
That was a
our
great
friend
question.
that Shyla
Is that
asked.
if anybody else has any more questions?
Oh, well,
right?
leave them in the
comments below because we'd love to answer them. We'd love to share our comments, and
Yep.
it makes us think as well. So,
And what are you most proud about your spouse,
or a significant other.
significant other? What makes you the proudest about your significant other? Leave comments below. Thanks for watching.
Have a great day.
You know what to do. Share, like, share and like.